Hello, boys and girls, everyone in between. Welcome to Distracted by Diamonds. It's Robin with a Y here. And long time no see, eh? As a matter of fact, it's been so long since I made my last video that there were cobwebs on my tripod. This particular project has been vexing me. I don't know if you've noticed by now, but I like to do experiments. And this video is going to be no exception. We are going to be prepping this canvas to hang on a wall tapestry hanger. Check out this video so that you won't be out of the loop. Prepping this canvas is going to involve some cutting, some pasting, some sewing, some mayhem. I have sewn paper, but I've never sewn this material, and I've never sewn through adhesive, pardon me, on purpose. Please hang out till the end of the video because I have discovered what I've been using in my drill pens, a new medium, shall we say, for drilling. So I'm excited. I'm going to share that with you toward the end of the video. And Jessica from Tiny Worlds of Wonder and I are collaborating on a little project. So I'm going to be making an announcement about that. Also, I was having a hard time trying to figure out what kind of medium I could use to cover up the adhesive on the top of this painting and still be able to see through it. I did not know that you could use parchment paper to replace this contact paper on a diamond painting. Yes, I'm embarrassed to admit that. The first step is I'm going to score the contact paper and replace it with, about that much, because that's what I've cut off, parchment paper. I need to sew this diamond painting right, or my goal is to sew it right along the line on the top here where it ends. I need to cover all of that. Okay, I've turned it over. I knew this video had the potential to be horrible. I'm gonna pin it. So I just wanna make sure that my parchment paper is coming along with me here, because the last thing I want is for that to come off while I'm sewing. And by the way, let me also say that I am not a pro sewer. Basically what we've done is we have folded this over. Let me show you the back. And we're just going to sew it through the parchment and all right along the top line of the painting. Since I don't do sewing videos, I don't know how you girls set up your camera. There's also a good chance that once I start to sew this, you're gonna wobble around a lot. But I just want you to get the gist of what happens when you sew through parchment and tarpaulin and adhesive. This might turn out to be a disaster. Fingers crossed. Here we go, kids. Alright, so as you can see, I think I got a pretty nice tight line going on there. So now here's what we have to deal with. First of all, we have to get rid of this parchment paper, and I'm really hoping that it tears off of here as easily as I envision. I'm not going to do anything special. Let me see how my stitches look on the back. Not as great on the back, but it's okay. So I'm just gonna see how horrible it's gonna be for me to get rid of that parchment. That has to come off at this stage. The wax paper coming off after it's been sewn completely and cleanly is not an issue. So that was one thing I was kind of worried about. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that back up, because now what we need to do is we need to secure the ends of this thread back far enough so that we can trim without losing our integrity of our stitches. I am going to very carefully back out 3 or 4 of these stitches back to the start of the canvas right here. And I hope this is all making sense to you. Yay! Okay, so now just gonna back it off a little more. So now that we have our tails out of the way and backed up, I feel like it's safe to say I want to cut this off. Certainly don't have to cut it all the way down or anything, but I want to get rid of this excess right here so that I can make sure that I'm securing that knot. This will make more sense in a second. I'm really doing everything I can, folks, to make sure that you can see what I'm up to here. And so I'm just going to cut it. All right, now, you see what I've done here? This excess is gone so that I can secure the ends of my thread. Very simply, I'm going to tie these bad boys off. That's it. Just gonna tie it. Probably 4 or 5 or 6 times. All right, there we go. So we've secured it. And so now we have a nice tight secured stitch right there. Now, when all is said and done and I have this diamond painting completed, once I get the drills up to here, I might go in and put in a few more securing stitches on these very ends right here with black thread. But for now, I'm good, and I'm just gonna trim it off. So basically, just gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, which I'm not gonna do on camera. I'll do that later. Now that we have it all sewn, we definitely have enough room. Well, you know what? Let's make sure. All right, so here is my dowel that goes to my hanger. Again, if you want to see the hanger, go over to my channel. Now, oh, this works out so well. Look at that. It is nice and tight. That's what he said. It actually looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. One thing I also realized early in the process was that once I have this lip right here, it's going to be white. This is a Jot permanent marker from the Dollar Tree. I just wanted to show you. Now, this adhesive goes all the way up to the end of this canvas right now. So this is all adhesive in this white spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color it with a Jot marker. Just about nothing else gave me the coverage, especially it's just drawing right over top of that adhesive. I have every intention of sealing this with some Tombow Mono Aqua, so if there is any kind of stickiness left, even after the marker has covered it up, then it'll be gone. And the Tombow Mono Aqua will probably also serve to reinforce the stitching. So I'll also probably put some back here on the back. So there you have it, kids. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below. I'll do the best I can to answer. I'm pretty pleased. And now that I know that I can do this, it opens up a world of possibilities when it comes to framing or hanging these paintings. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back in a sec. I have been using Aleene's Instant Tacky pretty much since I started diamond painting. This Instant Tacky works pretty well. for my single placer purposes. It's really just like chewed bubble gum. And I don't have a really hard time trying to get it in the single cylinders of my pens. The problem comes when I try to put this substance, which is, you know, silly putty, into the end of this. Look, see? I'm just kidding. I can get it in there if I really want to, but it takes forever, and I don't like the way my drills come out on the canvas when I'm using this squishy stuff. So what I have come up with is 100% organic beeswax. And I got this 1 ounce brick of beeswax, which I've really done a number on Amazon. So I will link to this below. I think it's between $6 and $7 for this 1 ounce little brick. And it has been working so well. I am just going to show you, first of all, how I load up my multi-placers with this brick. Once you get it and you start playing around with it, you'll definitely get the hang of it. But basically, all I do is I take, let's pretend like this is empty because it's not. I just take my multi-placer and I just scrape it along one of the clean spots, turn it over, scrape it along the other side. I just take my tweezers and I level off the top of it, scrape the sides, get all that off of there. And voila. I've done this in, what is this? This is a 3-placer. I do it in my 6-placer. I also use it in my 4-placer. If you do want to use the beeswax, start with a clean slate. Just use a clean drill pen. I'm sure you have plenty of them. So as you get to play with this a little more, if you decide you want to try it, you'll start to see that it has a lot of benefits. As you can see, it lays down such a nice line because when you have that beeswax in here, it's basically a hard surface, but yet it sticks. Let's try to do one here. As you can see, I picked up a nice line here. La la la, and there you go. And that's this line right here on the bottom. And I just love the way it works. So that is my tip that I wanted to share with all of you. Let me know in the comments below if you really, if you like it, if you end up ordering it and you like it, or if you have any questions about it before you order it, please, feel free to let me know. Again, I will link to this exact beeswax bar down below. Also, Jessica from Tiny Worlds of Wonder, hi Jessica, and I are collaborating together to bring you a Halloween/autumn community event. Jessica did such a good job of explaining what it's all about. I want you to run over to her channel right away if you haven't already and check out her video referencing the hashtag drillsandchills community event. I'm very stoked about the custom diamond painting that I ordered just for this occasion. I can't wait to unbox this and show you. I just hope that it gets here on time. We are going to be doing some really cool, spooky, creepy stuff leading up to Halloween, which of course is my very mostest favorite holiday. I don't know about you guys. I was so happy when she suggested this. This was all her idea too, so if it goes hopelessly awry, you can blame her. Get your Halloween themed diamond painting ordered so you can partake with us and join in on all the fun. I want to thank all of my new subscribers that came over from Jessica's channel. She was so generous and nice to mention me. She thinks way too highly of me, trust me. And if you're here and you're new, please go over and check out Tiny Worlds of Wonder on YouTube because you'll love her channel. You'll never look back, trust me. All right, so that's the signal for me to go, finally. Hopefully it didn't drone on too long. Please make sure to like, and while you're here, you might as well subscribe, right? Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell if you want to get notified when I post, and I will see all of you over on Instagram, hashtag drillsandchills, if not before that. So, bye-bye, everyone.